Hello, 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 hello. Okay, cool. Hi, good morning. Today is a very special day that I've wanted to do for so long. Um, I'm going to be taking an image. Oh, wait, that's what I was in the middle of. Let's see. No, that's not the right one. Um, so I've always wanted to do hand drafting live. It is a skill I learned in high school. I really haven't used it since then, but now we have this collab cam where I can be on screen and work right here at the same time, and it's something I'm so excited to do today. Um, because now when I point at things, I know there's a little bit of lag. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, now when I point to something, I go, "Oh, hey, look, here's a protractor. Oh, here, this actually needs to go closer over to here." I don't have to like point on the screen with the mouse to like figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong. Um, but right now I'm just trying to uh I'm just trying to I have to make a whole new scene for this. So look for a game to capture specific window. Um, It's not. Well, let's see. I don't. Hold on. Get rid of this. All right. You know what? Let's just do this because I know this will work. Um, we'll do. Uh, display capture. There we go. All right. Whoops. See, now I can like. Yeah. Okay. Oh, screwed that up. Um. d- dun, 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 dun. All right. This and go right here. Actually. Yeah, I think this can work. It's not the greatest, but I'll figure it out. All right. So, anyway, um welcome. This will be the absolute beginning of this what I hope to become a series. We will be going through this and seeing What I can remember from this, God, was that almost 18, 18 years ago? Man. Um, so yeah, that it's gonna have been a while. Um, anyway, we'll I'll be explaining if there's any questions, please let me know. I'll try and answer if I know what it is. Otherwise, uh, you know, we're just gonna keep going along here and seeing if I remember what to do. All right. So, anyway, this is what I'm going to be drawing today. I have a ton of different tools. These are my triangles. Okay, there we go. Sorry. They're kind of hard to see. But I can't remember what these are. This is an 80-45 and this is like a 30-90-60 or something. This one, I believe. I don't just don't yell at me. I know I'm gonna get some of this wrong. Oh my god, these are from high school. I still haven't thrown them out, as I figured eventually I'm going to be using them again. This drafting board is actually something really kind of cool. It it was a gift for Christmas one time. And it if you press right here, these edges pop up and you can slide the paper in, so that takes care of two of the edges, and then you just gotta get that paper tight. All right, there you go. Brand new. I smudged it. All right, cool. It's a really cool piece of stuff. These rails on the side actually had pieces where you had a hole across the side, like a straight edge, and you could go up and down. It had things you could attach to it. I did get another one by accident, so I might bring that one out, but I don't want to open it because, I don't know. I just don't feel like opening it. I lost those pieces a long time ago, and that'll just be that for them. This is the star of the show. I will be using a metric ruler because I like drawing in metric. Inches are confusing and scary. Metric is so much easier to understand when you're drafting. A lot of stuff will be in. Maybe I do need that piece. I mean, I can get along without it, but um, I might get that piece. Hold on. Alright. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is the one of the other pieces I was talking about. And it's supposed to just, so I can like slide that in, slap that down, and now I can, and then these work much nicer. But it doesn't really want to slide at all. Oh, okay, I got it. It only wants to go up. Okay. Anyway, well, I mean, now see, that's very interesting. I don't know if you can see it, but on here, 0 doesn't line up with 0 on these, but it's relatively close. Well, that's just kind of disconcerting, though. Well, one of these is very off. When you get to the end, it's about a millimeter off. We'll figure that out later. It doesn't really matter. I'm not using these measurements. I will only ever be using this. I'm not wearing glasses, so don't put your glasses up higher, Margo. Okay. Anyway, let's get to this. What we're going to do is we're going to do true drafting, and what that means is I'm going to draft uh, the entire part right here, 2D, and then I will 3D it up in this corner, like this. Um, so let's get started. Now, there are a few things I can help you understand. This spot right here, that is this hole. Now, clearly we can't see this hole top down. These are hidden lines. This just tells, so if I were to look at this, at just this one, um, I would know that there's some kind of hole or gap or whatever on this image right here. The thing that I wouldn't know unless I looked at the front view or side view is where that hole is. Now, on drafting, you want to not over, you don't want to over annotate it or dimension it. These are kind of like Sudoku puzzles when you're drawing them out. You're going to try and find the view that shows the most detail, which it looks like it ended up being the top-down view. And you're going to use that one as your basically to you're going to dimension it the most, because where where this piece right here, that's this, it shows that it's 10 millimeters thick. You don't need to tell me that here. The only thing it needed to tell me here was that this piece comes up 10 millimeters. Um, Objects like this are a little more fun for me, because in this one, I'm not gonna, you know what, let's do this one. I want to do this one. So in this one, I don't have top-down views, I don't have side views or whatever. I just have what it shows me. So for this one, I'm going to be doing the top view, the front view, and a side view. and then it'll be up here in the corner. So the challenge comes is I don't actually have a whole picture to take off of. I just have the object and the measurements. Um, and seeing as these are actual exercises, I'm sure not everything is going to be as detailed as it can be. There are going to be places where I have to figure out um, what's going on here. And that usually just means like, okay, I see that this is 88 millimeters. This is 75, 60. Okay, so it's an 88 by 64. Um, and the fun part is these are not round numbers. Okay, it's so easy to do nice round numbers when you're doing a CAD exercise, but they like to just throw very precise numbers at you so that you will know when you've screwed up, when things don't line up. All right, so let's get started. Anyway, I have my triangles. This is my very special drafting pencil. It is basically a mechanical pencil that you put in uh, a piece of lead, and it comes with a very special sharpener, because I'm sure you're asking, how do you sharpen this? Well, you take this little sharpener, and what you do is you have a fat point, and oh man, I need to get a light. This isn't gonna work. Hold on. Let me find something. I'll be right back. Hopefully that works. That causes a giant shadow. Anyway, well, we'll figure it out. This is only the first video, so I am expecting things to go wonky. Anyway, so there is a fat point and a sharp point. Now what you do is you take it and you stick it in the hole, bring it all the way down. Now if I were to sharpen this, it would give me a nice fat point, but I want the sharp point. So you put it down in this hole, and I take this and I stick it in here, and then I spin it. And I think I just broke off the tip. It's good enough. All right. Oh, I don't have an eraser. That's what I'm missing. That's the one piece I don't have. Of all things, I don't have an eraser. Oh, poodoo. Alright, well, we're gonna do one of my more artistic tries. Hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna do a no erasing. So, okay. I need to go buy one of those. Anyway. So. I'm just gonna draw this line right here. Cause that's gonna be where... I'm just laying out my drafting space. It is not something you typically do, but seeing as I'm getting older. Alright. It just helps me. But yeah, you can barely see these lines that I'm drawing, which is honestly the goal of that. But alright, so for this, we zoom in on it. We're doing the top down. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Yeah. So I believe that the top down view is going to give me the most detail. And where I'm going to start is right here. This is going to be my starting point. So all my measurements are clearly coming mostly from this area. So that's where you want to start. So we're going to make a 88 by 64 box. And I guess I'll just use this piece first. $80. Oh, am I hitting the camera? 88. That's a full solid line, so I'm just going to take and draw that in. Alright, we have the first line. There we go. Can we even see that? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this better. I'm sorry, this is not gonna be as great as I was hoping, but this is my first time doing it, so of course there's gonna be problems. We're gonna learn as we go. Anyway. So now that we have that, we're gonna go down 64 inches. Alright, 64. And then that's an easy thing to come back to. Alright, so there you go. There's your most important part of this is the main outline of this box. Alright, so then we're gonna bring this one right here. I know this is very hard to see. So this 15 millimeter, I'm gonna come down from 10. And we're gonna mark that right there. And then a 35. That's 1, 2, 3, 35. And then, okay, so here's one of the things where it doesn't tell you. It could tell me right here what this, how long this piece is, but it won't because you don't need to know. As you draw this out, that piece will naturally show up by what you're not doing. Um, that just means that the area will subtract itself. So as you're drawing the rest of this out, it will become apparent. So now we're going to come over 38. This one's 53. This isn't looking right. Oh, yep, because that would be 73 and I read that wrong. All right. Okay, this was 53. Yeah, okay. And then, so I missed one. All right. So 51 to that edge. And then it's, this one is 38. Okay. All right. Cool. So we've got those lines done. And honestly, all we need to do now, since these are all correct, all you gotta do is, oh, let's, oh, not get the, there we go. Okay. Since we did all the measurements on one side, all we have to do is bring these down to meet the correct edges. Alright, there you go. Now we can take this edge and darken that up. Uh-oh. Oh, I screwed up there just a tiny bit. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Alright, cool. So that's the top view done. Now, as I said, this space, which is this spot right here, after I did all of these other spots, this is this ridge, this is this ridge. This spot naturally brought itself into existence just solely out of everything else being drafted. The next harder part is going to be this side, because we're gonna have a lot of things here. But the awesome part is, after drawing this here and making it a line down here, means that I can just bring all of these lines down through my image. It's a really great time-saving thing to do. Um, but the thing that I'm going to have trouble with is, I don't know how we're just gonna bring it right here because I'm lazy and it's easier. This is not a great drafting bow. I can now just ghost a line down. And there I go. I have this dimension brought all the way down. You know what? Let's just get rid of this thing. It's in the way. I can do without it. Yeah, I definitely need another light over here. Oh, breaking things. Hold on. I'm just putting a giant light right here. Some of the issues you have with clear, um, clear instruments is that they cast a shadow, and sometimes it's really hard to see what line you're actually up against. Hmm. Um, yeah, okay. All right. So this dimension I'm looking for is 64 inches, millimeters. I gotta get my head out of the way of this. I'm so sorry if that's all this looks like. 64. That was the wrong measurement that I just realized. All right, I'm not looking at the top down now, am I? I'm looking at this view, which is 75. And now I've screwed up because I don't have I don't have any erasers. All right, we're gonna move on. Pretend like that line doesn't exist. You can barely see it anyway, so yeah, it's still there, I guess. All right, I've screwed up. I'm human. It happens. That's what erasers are for when you have them. So now let's do the correct 75. There it is. I don't know. Hopefully that shows up somewhere in there. All right. All right. So we're now looking at this face. Um, Now I see that we have a 15 millimeter line right here. Alright, this is where the expertise comes in handy. Not that I'm an expert by any means. Um, right. So, we're gonna take this one. No, wait, I'm doing this wrong. See, the thing is, you do it like this. Yeah, this is smarter. Okay. Alright. So now that I have that line, I can now bring this down. I know that's a permanent line. You know what? Here, we'll do this. You bring it not, you bring it almost all the way, and that way you can get a little more precise. I know there's probably better ways, easier ways, but this is what I remember, and this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta get my fucking head out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can. Oh, that's not gonna work. How's that doing? Am I heading the way now? A little bit better though. Okay, so we've got that line. It's a little bit off. It's alright. We'll figure it out. This is just really kind of a practice run to see what I remember. Alright. So let's make this 20mm line. There we go. We don't know how far it goes over because we can get this line by taking this line and subtracting this line from the other side, so this should be alright. Well, I mean, it tells us it's going that far over. Okay. 38. Oh, damn it. That went, yep, see. Screwed up. Alright. See, now the trick usually is you have two of these pencils. You have one fine point, one heavy point. That way, when you want to draw a heavy line, you're not wearing down your your fine point. Because the fine point is for making these kind of ghost lines that you don't really end up seeing. Okay. And then that just comes all the way up. Like that. Ta-da! Alright, now for this little piece. Alright, so I see that we have 38 millimeters right here to get this line. So that'll give us this line. And then this is 25 over. So we can make 25 by 38. Alright. Cool! We did it! That is the side view, or the front view, taken care of. We can now kind of darken up these lines. Ta-da! Alright, there you go. There is that view. We can, yeah, I know it's a little hard to see. Anyway, so that's that view. Now we're going to work on the side view. And let's see, how far away did we do this? Alright, we'll call that about 45, so we'll do 45 right here, which means this needs to be 75. No, wait a minute. I'm doing something wrong again. 64. This is a side profile. It'll be 75 tall. But see, I don't need to make that measurement because I'll just do this. One of the really nice things about this is if you were to shine a shadow on this thing, it is just purely a box. That way I can confidently draw in these lines because I know no matter what direction you look at this from, it will have the outline of a box. Usually you kind of lightly draw in a rough shape of what you're doing. And that way, say for instance, if I looked at it this direction, this piece was all I saw. If this piece was all I saw, these lines wouldn't be here. but because I know that if I look straight down on this image, or straight at this image from the front, I still see these corners because they still exist within this drawing. Now, what I should be doing, honestly, actually, is creating these hidden lines, which I think I might do. I'm going to go back to that. I need to make sure. Oh, that definitely doesn't line up. Okay, we'll go back to that because I'm going to do this properly. Um, I don't think I'm going to annotate this one. I might do that in a future project. Um, but let's get this side done. Okay, so we have the shape. All we need to do physically, things that we can't see will come later, um, is do this 38 by... Okay, so once again, I don't know what from here to here is because they only give me this one. Um, and from there you can figure out what the shape is. So, the trick is to like annotate it with I think annotate's the right word. Yeah, it's technically the right word. Um, is by giving you the least amount of stuff to cloud the image. I don't know what I'm doing sitting all the way back. That's not going to help me. Alright. Alright, so... Yep, okay. And then I'm going to come over here. No, I'm going to come over here with a... 30. 38. So we're going to ghost align. And then... Wow, I like nailed it too. You can draw that line in. So when I say ghost align, it's a line that is really intended to be erased. Um, the technical term would be line weight. I don't know the origin of that. I'll figure it out, maybe. It'll be some trivia. So there you go. This, right now, you know what? Let's take this and move it into this corner. Alright, so in a 2D image, this is what you would see if you looked down on it, the front of it, and to the side of it. This is all you would see. This right here, I can do anything with. Technically. Since I have it here in front of me in physical space, I can just measure these things. Did I do that right? Yeah, close enough. But right now, I think we're gonna hold off on this. We'll do the 3D part next time. It's basically where I'm going to make this bit right here. It's not necessary, but it is helpful to people who are drafting, so they can see the 3D physical, not physical, the 3D drawn object. You can compare it to your drawings here, and it will be measurement accurate. But for now, I think we're going to just leave this here, uh, and that'll be it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little hyper focus on hand drafting, an old skill that I haven't done in quite some time. Um, there will be more. So my goal is to take this and go all the way to a 3D physical piece so that I will be holding this thing. I'm holding this thing in my hand at some point. It's something I've done a couple times before, not intentionally. It just happened to work out that way. But, well, like for instance, I have, let's see, I have this. This is a piece that I drew. Just I was drawing something freehand for one time, and this is a story for another time. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you're not having a great day, I hope it gets better. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Adios.